10 years ago today, we started off full timing on the road. I can't believe it's been that long. It's gone by like a whirlwind. We've had some awesome times. I'll tell you, at the beginning, we were thinking about doing this for 1 year, going around the United States and visiting everything in 1 year. We ended up in 1 year covering a few states and saying, you know what, this is our lifestyle. So, in celebration of 10 years, we are going to give you 10 random thoughts about our journey.
The first 3 months were really hard. We had been tent campers all the while our girls were growing up. And then we did have a pop-up for 1 year before we went full-timing, but it had no water hookup. It was basically just a tent that was raised up. We knew nothing about RVs whatsoever, so it was a huge learning curve for us. We have the memory of being at a state park on one of our first camping trips out. It was raining. It rained the first 3 months. I kid you not. It rained every single day. We were at a campground in Michigan. We had a river running underneath the camper because of so much rain. We had filled our water tank up and didn't know there was a leak in it. So I went to make supper, had no water, and it just was the last straw of a really bad day. Barry was outside. He looked in the window and saw me with my hands over my face, sobbing. And he thought, oh no, she's gonna say we're not gonna do this anymore. And I was so close, but we kept on and we're so glad that we did.
We had a Suburban that we started out with and it was fine. We went little trips around Michigan and even over to Wisconsin and back and drove real well. A Suburban is able to hold a travel trailer of the size that we tow, but not long distance and not long term. So we ended up getting a F-250 truck diesel, and it's been the best truck for us. So really do your homework and talk to people who actually do this, because what the dealership will tell you is one thing, what reality is can be quite different.
We had a lot of sleepless nights leading up to our full-timing adventure and then afterwards, mostly because we wondered if we were ruining our kids' lives. We were taking them away from everything that was familiar to them, our church, their music lessons, their friends, their neighborhood, and we really were afraid that this was going to have some kind of a long-term effect on them. What we found, however, when we took them away from all of that, was that we gave them the gift of time. Not just more time with them as parents, but they had more time. They would get done with their school early in the day, and then they had the rest of the day to develop their own interests. We had our lives so packed full of so many different activities that they didn't have time to do what they really wanted to do. It was so neat to see each girl blossom in their own area, and every single area surprised us. It was nothing that we would have chosen for any of them, and yet they had time to discover who they really were and what interested them.
One of the beauties of our lifestyle is that we can move whenever we want and wherever we want. Bad neighbors in the RV park next to us, put it in drive and go. A situation where I have no internet, put it in drive and go.
A huge advantage to us also has been having fewer possessions. There is so much freedom in having less. And it also means that I don't have to clean as much and I don't have to clean for as long of a time.
One of the things as a full-timer is you have to be self-sufficient as much as possible. I have my whole garage in here full of my tools, and it's been awesome. We're able to tear apart some of the walls in our trailer if they had rot, like we did on our first trailer, and fix it right on the spot.
You have to learn to be content and just roll with the punches. There have been times that we've gone for 3 months without having any water hookup to the RV, and at first it seems a little daunting. Then you learn how to deal with that, and pretty soon you're not even thinking about it anymore. You're just living that way. But it's like Christmas morning when you get those things back. We really saw this as a great advantage during the pandemic as we watched our 3 now adult daughters navigate through all the changes and through all the differences that time brought. We watched them really not have any difficulty. They were able to just stop and switch gears very easily. We credit Full-Time RVing to that.
One of the really cool things was my wife would be teaching the girls on a subject in history, and the very next day we'd be at that particular spot learning from the educators and the people who actually lived through those experiences or who were professionals knowing all about those places.
We can be close to our kids. All three of our girls are grown and they all have their own places now. But if they have something special they want us to attend, or we want to just visit them, want to be with our grandson, today we're at his house filming this. It's super easy to hitch up and go be with them.
One of the best things about traveling is that we had the most awesome backyards.
It's been an incredible 10 years. When we started, we didn't know any other families who were doing this. We did finally meet one other family who actually were full-timing like us. So it wasn't like it is today where there's a lot of families that are doing this. Still, we're really glad that we did this and we saw so many advantages to it. If you've been following along, you know that we've been traveling a lot for business. We aren't able to take our travel trailer with us as much as we would like because we have to get places so quickly. We miss camping as we travel, so we're redoing this truck camper so that we can camp along the way and also use it as a mobile office. We still do live in our travel trailer. We have it parked for the summer. As you may know, it's really hard to get campsites this summer because there's so many RVers on the road. So we've decided we're going to just stay put as far as our travel trailer goes. We have a lot of business travel to do, but when we're here in South Alabama, we're going to be working on this truck camper. We love this lifestyle and we have no plans of stopping.
Please follow us on YouTube, subscribe, like, and comment. And also, you do not want to miss this restoration project behind us. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well.